What is going on, everybody? Once again, I am your boy, Soul of a Man 504, aka Demon Alvarez. And if you're wondering where you have come across the Soulful Tarot channel, and I am your humble host. And today we are going to talk about Black male masculinity in the spiritual community. And this is really geared towards Black men. How do you get your power back? And we're going to talk about how everything is geared and surrounded around spiritual warfare. But as always, I use tarot cards to explain everything, just to go more in depth using that ancestral wisdom, ancestral knowledge. So without further ado, and if you guys don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I would be so forever grateful. And please share and leave a comment down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So what I have been seeing as of late is it's very disturbing with let's just call it the assassination of the brother Nipsey Hussle, everything that he was doing, everything everybody's saying, like, why aren't you guys doing what he's doing? Blah, blah, blah. Those things take time. Those things take time and effort, and it is trial and error. It is trial and error, getting to a certain enlightened point and becoming that ultimate hustler, so to speak. And he knew. Just like I knew, a lot of it is spiritual. A lot of it is spiritual. And to all of the Black men out there in the diaspora, especially those here in the African American community, we have a lot of work to do. We have to clean ourselves off. We really have to step our game up, so to speak. Yes, we are behind enemy lines. We are, but look at all of the great things that we've done, all of the great inventions, and all of the great things that we continue to do. But the one main thing I really want to say is that we need to go back to our spiritual ancestral ways. We need to start meditating. We need to start grounding ourselves. We need to step up and be the leaders that we are called to be. And I see a lot of sisters out there doing their thing. Shout out to them, and I'm not mad at them at all. Really shout out to them. So it can be a conscious collective, where we can really start coming together. It really starts with the dialogue, not pointing the finger, blaming each other, whatever. We should know where we are. We should know what's happening. If you don't, everything that I said is really just leading up to this point, because it really is spiritual warfare. We need to take back what is rightfully and righteously ours. Our ancestors are there for us. If you believe in Allah, if you believe in God, if you want to say, well, I'm just gonna be a Muslim, I'm just going to be a Christian or Baptist, or, I'm going to go ahead and jump into one of the African centered spiritual systems, which those spiritual systems were the first in the world. Let's just be honest. But, with that being said, it's all a spiritual nature. It's all, about going down that righteous divine path, finding what is right for you. So without further ado, and I just wanted to talk to y'all. I just wanted to talk to y'all from the heart. Because, a lot of times we don't have safe spaces where we can go and talk. It's bum rushed by certain groups and about their agendas. We need to have our own agendas. We need to we need to pick up where our ancestors left off, so to speak. Imagine if slavery never happened and those cultures in Egypt would have continued to thrive, all of the greatness that the world could see right now from us, and that's great that we have our athletic prowess and that we can jump high and run fast, but we're more than that. We're so intellectually gifted and so spiritually gifted. That's all you really have to do is just tap into it. But like anything else, there are rules and there are regulations. But I just wanted to, and you guys can do research on the different spiritual systems, whatever, be it voodoo, Santeria, whatever it is, that you really want to get into. But just know that your ancestors are there for you, and they're just waiting for you to kind of come back home, so to speak. Alrighty, so without further ado, I have, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 13 cards in front of me. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just go ahead and just start getting into it through the cards, so I can get more deeper into the conversation, so to speak. So card number one is knowing your worth, knowing that we richly deserve all of the great things that are out there for us. I know we lost a lot of soldiers to just mindless incarcerations, making the wrong decisions. And the society is crazy, man. It's almost hellish in a sense, especially if you are this is going towards black men. It's really hellish, in a sense. But we are the diamonds in the rough. And instead of arguing with each other and debating across different religious or spiritual systems, it's really time to open those gates and open those bridges, so to speak. Now, if you're in that spiritual system, you want to keep that closed, and hey, we only believe in this, you have to abide by our rules. That's what it is. Tomato. But we really have to start opening up more of a dialogue and having more of an understanding, instead of me running up to people and screaming at them and saying, what you believe in is wrong, what I believe in is right. That's for you. What is for them is for them. And I'll just leave that to what it is, even if it's respect from a distance, but I feel like in every positive religious organization, especially if it's melanated, you can learn something. You really can. You should be able to take something, away from that. Even going into the depths of yourself, learning more of who you are, so to speak, and just getting more into your own being, because you have the vastness of the cosmos at your disposal. And I'll get into that into another video, but yeah, so know your worth, hold your head up high, just know that hey, I have love for you, I do, just like the brother Nipsey Hussle had love for you, Martin Luther King, just all the great people that we lost, man. The Tupacs of the world, Malcolm X, all of the Black Panthers, just all of those people who were just writers, man. People who, our ancestors that went through slavery, came through the passages, those who jumped off those ships, who were like those who led slave rebellions, man. They want us to be free in the mind, free of the heart, and just they wanted us to just be able to roam and have freedom and not hurt your brother or your sister, so to speak. So my thing is, if you're going to pick up a gun, why not use it to protect your community instead of killing somebody that look like you? Now that person trying to take your life, that's a little different. But, why not just use it to protect your community in a sense? If you're smart enough to deal something that's illegal and poison your community, then you're smart enough to flip it and bring positivity to your community. We are so smart, and we're so spiritually gifted, and we are so just mentally amazingly gifted, so it's easy for us to figure things out, create stuff from scratch, so to speak. A lot of times we really hold ourselves back. We really do. But That is card number one, knowing your worth. Card number two is the Earth card. Card number two is about growth. It is about it's really just about spiritual growth. It's just about coming within, centering yourself, balancing yourself, being more spiritually aware, trusting your instincts. Something says, you know what, don't go to that area, don't go to that group, don't hang around these people. I know a lot of us are really looking for a sense of families. A lot of our, families in the community are broken up. They really are. But, and, it's sad to say, but, a lot of our interactions, I know we want to dance and party and have fun, but, it's really time for us to really balance and heal ourselves. There's nothing wrong with going to sit down and talk to somebody about your about what's going on with you mentally, because a lot of us need that help, as Black men, because it's almost like we have that PTSDs, because it's almost like constant warfare, what you see on the TV, on the news, in your neighborhoods, it's in social media. It's crazy. It is very crazy to say, like, we are still here and we are an amazing people, men and women. We are amazing. I'm not against anybody that's against me, plain and simple. You got love for me, I got love for you. If you don't, keep it pushing. That's easy to do. I stay away from a lot of people. I do. A lot of people have love for me and I got love for them, man. That's just how that goes. But with Earth, be grounded. Know yourself, know your surroundings. Stay on that right path, stay on the righteous path. Sometimes easier said than done. A lot of us go through, hell, kids are growing up faster than what they have to nowadays. And, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Be careful who you lay down with. That's another thing, brothers. We gotta, be careful who you lay down with, because you don't want to go through that. That's another prison sentence, bringing being paired. It's they said equally yoked, feminine, male, the two coming together, the yin and the yang, the balance. It feels like there's just no balance out there. There's some that are doing it right. They say it takes a village. If you and that other person is the village, and your mother, father, grandparents, let that be what that is. But we have growing to do. But we also have a lot of prosperity out there. We do. There are a lot of great things happening. And you might say, well, where? You just have to really open your third eye. Your third eye will be like right here. That's your spiritual eye. Open that third eye. And there's a lot of videos out there that you can do. One thing that you can do is just really kind of sit there and meditate, focus on truly what you want. Talk to your ancestors. Cleanse yourself. There are like spiritual baths and things like that you take. You don't like baths, jump in the shower, but just really cleanse yourself. Cleanse your space of negativity. Second card is to let go. We have to, there's a lot of hurt and pain. There's a lot of hurt and pain that have come from, let's be honest, you can say whoever your parent or parents are, maybe there wasn't a lot of love in home or whatever like that. So there's a lot of trauma that we have to look back at, and not just in your home, but it goes all the way back to slavery and Jim Crow and all of that good stuff. And it's comes to the point in your life where, you have to heal yourself, and it's not, it can be done. Trust me, it can be done. You have a lot of gifts and you have a lot of talents that can help you to overcome that. One thing that I do is I stick to the things that I love. That's another part of love. Love is eternal, and love can come from your ancestors. It can come from a deity, divine being, you can get it through prayer, or you can get it through the things that you do, things in your community. And that's another thing. We really need to have more of a sense of community, but letting go of negativity is something that really needs to be done. It's almost like out with the old and with the new. We need to usher a new revolution in, from within for us, from us, for ourselves, so to speak. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm also getting the power of the divine. So, we are divine beings. So there is something inside of you that you can call upon to move yourself from negativity, remove yourself from those who are going to try to hurt you, harm you. And it's almost like there's so many traps set up for us, but we have to really use our internal divine GPS to get away from all of that stuff. A lot of, and then what you can do, you can pray, you can meditate, you can go to your ancestors, God, like I said, with whoever you call God. Just go to that divine internal source and, use that to help you to move, to prosper, so to speak. Card number 4, the Baba Walk card. This card signifies eternal growth. It signifies how we were once the rulers of the planet, how we can be rulers of our own divine destiny, so to speak. You don't have to actually chase the wrong things all the time. Like I got to a point where it's like, fine women aren't going anywhere. They're not. More women on the planet than men. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that what you're doing is not. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about you and the people around you, especially if you have like little ones. You have to do right by them. So it's about rising above, so to speak. It's about rising above and becoming a greater version of yourself. So that's what the Bible Walk card is all about. Card number 5. Card number 5 is about guardians. So guardians meaning like your ancestors, your if you deal with the Loa, the Orisha, God, the angels. So that's what that's all about. That's just saying that there is a higher purpose, there is a higher intent, on getting, going back to nature, so to speak, getting back more into the love of yourself and the love of your creators, and the love of creation, the love of this earth, and the love of this beautiful planet that we still that we inhabit, so to speak. We were very in tune with all of that, at one point. At one point in time. Hey, what is going on, man? What is going on? You're on that. I'm looking for. But yeah, so you guys, thank you so much for joining me. So the next thing, okay, so the next card is the Yin Yang Lover. So the Yin Yang Lover is all about the Yin Yang Lover is all about having peace in you, having peace within yourself, and also and thank you guys for joining me. And please subscribe to my channel if you would be so kind. Yeah, so the Yin Yang Lover is all about having peace and being able to being able to come together with the feminine. So you have the masculine and you have the feminine, and you have both of those coming together to have peace and harmony, which a lot of us, which we really don't have in the Black community right now, seems to be, especially on social media. There's a lot of butting of the heads. There's a lot of arguing. There's just a lot of craziness, and it seems to be. It's not just the younger generation, it's the older generation too. And if that older generation isn't setting that example for the younger generation, then, then what's the point, of the whole thing? The next card is the mother that prays. So this goes back to your great grandmother. We've all had someone to pray for us at one point in time. We've all had someone to pray for us at one point in time. The main thing is to ride those prayers like a wave, because a lot of things that we have now is from the prayers of the elders, so to speak. The prayers of our of the older generation, so to speak. So those prayers are powerful. So just be thankful for everything that you have. Be thankful for the prayers that they have given us, so that we can use that energy to move forward. And it's not too much to pray for somebody else, if you believe in such a thing. So remember, prayer can always change things. And, it's always said, honor thy mother and father and all of that good stuff and all that you do. So the prayers of our elders, especially the grandmother, the mothers and sisters and all of that good stuff, is very, very, very powerful. So the next thing is the lovers. So lovers is all about lovers is really all about just having a union, having a peaceful union, having a divine union with your sisters, and not, like I said, the butting of the heads. Using your internal GPS to find exactly what it is that you want, and to go more in depth with her, to go deeper with her, to flow with her, to travel with her, to just to love everything that she is. And you guys are there to balance each other out, and it goes back into the yin yang lover. And not for us to be so macho that we can show our feelings sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think a lot of us really show our affection and love and private and all that good stuff. So gifts received. So we are gifted people, man, and we are so fortunate in everything, and a lot of things that we do, and a lot of the gifts are about to be abundant. A lot of gifts are really about to be received. So if you are a believer in something that is higher than yourself, so get ready, get prepared. And my spiritual gifts, everything that I've been receiving, I'm very thankful, and it's that I learn every day. I don't know everything, everything, it's shown to me through my dreams, through messages through the day, through other people that I meet, just being around like-minded people. So that's what the gifts received is about. It's about getting to the heart of the matter, having love from within, and using your gifts to help you as a lightning rod, so to speak, to help the people around you. All righty. So the next card is Burning Hero. Burning Hero is about the desires of the heart. It's about stepping up, stepping out, and showing out. It's about showing the people who you truly are. It's about showing love to those around you, so to speak. And it's also about breaking generational curses. And it's just showing natural love. It's just standing up for who you are and what you believe in. And that goes into the eruption of light. Eruption of light is all about showing the true power that you have from within. And that true power helps you move forward, and it shows everything that you have from within. The next card is Hidden Beauty. Now, Hidden Beauty is Hidden Beauty is about the true desires of the heart, and it's also about loving the skin that you're in. You know, everybody in the world isn't going to be on your side with everything that you do. You know, don't worry about people and their stupidity and what they have to say. You think I care? Nope. I just keep moving forward. Nothing that they say can stop me. You know, their words aren't powerful. Your words are powerful. Your words from within. Your words from your ancestors. So don't worry about stupid people and stupid things that they say. And just know that the hidden beauty inside of you is greater and powerful than anything anybody can say or do to you. So the last thing, it is drop into your heart. Drop into your heart is basically saying that the messages from your ancestors and from your elders are strong and they're powerful, and they're going to be coming to you. And I hope that you receive them. I hope that you use those messages to fulfill your destiny and for your pride. And your pride is your neighborhood, those around you, those that you're going to meet, those that you're going to walk with, you know, so to speak. So, and I hope this has helped. I hope this has helped you brothers out there, man. And, you know, just reach out to me. I will have my information down below, as I always do. And again, I am your boy, Soul Lover Man 504. Drop me a comment down below, you know, if you saw this video live and all of that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am out this piece. Peace. Mm-hmm.